Hello. It's been a while since I last saw you. Sorry, that's terrible. Today we're going to react to a channel we haven't seen in quite a while, and that is the Free X. And this is 10 Scary Ghost Studios. I'll make you jump out your skin. Let's do this. As always, the link to the channel that I react to, basically with all the channels I react to, the link to their channels down below. So go over and share the love. And also, it's the only polite thing. When you do reactions, it's always polite to, you know, We want to get the turkey. We want to go full blown turkey on these arms. Oh, right. Steady on. Number 10.
TikTok user Mary Cruz Lopez 133 is one of the many millions of users who post daily videos. But among them, there is one that was recorded during a visit to the museum where there was a replica of the Annabelle doll. What the woman managed to record is really chilling.
Which is interesting because the original Annabelle doll, if you look at it, it's literally made of fabric. It's not actually a solid doll like that. The actual Annabelle doll from the films looks nothing like the actual real thing. The real thing doesn't look that creepy. You know what I mean? He's going to turn his head.
No voltea. Perra. Ya no volteó.
Ya volteó los ojos.
See, I mean, I don't know. Could someone let me, if anyone's actually seen that in real life, could you let me know if you, because if it's at a place or attraction, my first immediate thought is that it's part of the experience. You know what I mean? Like, there's a motor inside that does that. You know what I mean? That makes the eyes turn or makes the dolls move. You know what I mean? As part of the thing. You know what I mean? And not only that, if there's an attraction going on, people might, you know, people who own the place might deny it. You know what I mean? Because it's like they want you to go, oh, I saw the doll's eyes move. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Tiene miedo, no voltea.
Ya volteó los ojos. Ya volteó los ojos.
At some point, the doll's eyes turned to the woman and then returned to their previous place after a few seconds. Was it something paranormal or just a mechanism that scares people? As always, folks, you decide.
Number 9.
Chris from the popular YouTube channel Urbex Hill documents abandoned buildings all by himself. He has already appeared on my channel many times, and once again I found an interesting video where Chris went to an abandoned building complex. On October 23rd, 1927 in Cleveland, Ohio, the Church of the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary was built. In 1956, the Catholic Church received the devastating news that their longtime pastor had died at the age of 77. On December 27, 1992, Financial Catholic Church would receive more heartbreaking news as the church announced its closure after 65 years of service. More than 30 years have passed since then. The building has been abandoned ever since and is deteriorating more and more every year. So Chris decided to go there alone to thoroughly explore the place. But not long after Chris stepped inside, he realized he might not be the only one there.
shame a lot of these buildings go derelict, isn't it? Because, you know, all these homeless people and whatnot. Must be some way you can restore some of these buildings.
Oh shit, that scared the hell out of me. That's just the wind blowing. Wow. I'll go this way first. The school is huge. Wow. What the f is that?
I suppose also, when you think about it, to be fair, I suppose, is... I'm not saying that's necessarily the case, but I know a lot of buildings in the UK. I mean, some places like prisons, they do kind of keep them... I wouldn't say restored. They've still got the old charm, but they keep them going, if that makes sense, because they are main historical sites. And I suppose with some of these buildings, I suppose it depends on the valuation, if they're safe to use, or... You know what I mean? But if a lot of the foundations there are strong, I mean, I don't know, it depends how you're just going to fetch them back, I suppose, isn't it? It's one of those things, isn't it? Sometimes it's cheaper to knock down a building than it is to redo it, you know what I mean? Because if, you know, if you've got, even if the walls are sturdy and, you know, if they last another 100 years, obviously you've got to think about the wooden bits, haven't you? And if they're completely screwed, as it were, you know, it's going to be a bitch to remove them all out and put them back in. I don't know how it works. My dad was in the building trade, but I don't know the ins and outs of how much it costs and set. You know, and I couldn't look at a build. You know, he could probably look at a building because that probably cost you about, you know. But yeah, I couldn't tell you. But yeah, but it's a shame a lot of these buildings I see there on Urbex Hill, because like there's a church hall that used to be used for Freemasons and stuff like that, which looks like it could be still perfectly used. I mean, there's a lot of places in Britain like restored barns and churches. They convert them into houses and stuff. You know, they keep the building, so basically you look outside, you think it's a church, but inside you go upstairs, and it's pretty cool. And barns as well.
While exploring the school, which is connected to the church, Chris heard mysterious knocks coming from somewhere above. After what he heard, Chris got a bit worried and went to the church, where he caught something spooky as hell.
Thing is, or I guess if these places are haunted, you know, I'm not saying they're not, and I'm not saying they are, but there's loads of graffiti and artwork done there. It's like, surely the people doing the graffiti would be, well, you wouldn't have time to finish it, would you? Like, you know what I mean? See like a shadow bast or something, you just shit yourself and drop your cans and run, wouldn't you?
Praise the sun. Be evil. I'm definitely not going up there. This floor is falling through. I'm good. So much of this trash is destroyed.
How the fuck is that? God, I swear my hearing's getting really good. It's a bucket. We got a bucket in the bathroom.
And that's where that creepy happened.
I couldn't see what you meant to be spotting there.
Some good pictures from up here.
Oh, a little light.
Look at all this damage. Wow.
How could you not see
This
that?
probably used to be so beautiful. Oh, you got holes in the ceiling.
Oh, state of it. Yeah, look, you can imagine though, can't you? The colours and stuff.
When Chris is upstairs, his camera successfully records mysterious phenomena that appear one after another. First, glowing eyes on the same level as him in the
Whoa.
entrance, which, after a few seconds, appear downstairs at the very
If I
end
could see
of
from
the
there,
building.
I mean,
But
interesting.
is that all? No. Did you notice the mysterious dark silhouette on the right?
No, I
At the
didn't,
same
mate.
time as the scary eyes appear, we can see the scary black apparition that vanishes into thin air after a couple of seconds. So, folks, what was that? Did Chris manage to accidentally capture a real shadow figure on camera and inexplicably glowing eyes while exploring alone? Or maybe everything we've seen can be easily explained. That decision is up to you, folks. Also, if you want to watch the full episode of his investigation, visit his YouTube channel, Urbex Hill.
Number 8.
Casey and Colton from the popular YouTube channel Mindseed TV, together with Omar, traveled to northern Georgia to conduct a paranormal investigation there.
I'm not sure about them, these guys. Don't get me wrong, it's good, you know, good entertainment and all that sort of stuff, but I think like Mr. Gray was saying, it's a lot of it's fake, because there's the ones where it's like, you got something that looks like the Grudge Bitch comes out the, oh, that's right, no, there's one that's, the things I would question, right, there's one that's like a witch house, and the problem is it's so cliche as well. Because for me, a red flag, anyone red flag, to be fair, they got this hut, wooden hut, could be any hut out in the middle of nowhere. And if no one's touching it, you could easily put stuff in there yourself, whatever. They got jars of random stuff, but they also got these Blair Witch things hanging down, which is like, that ain't real. You know what I mean? That's from a film. You know what I mean? Someone's taken that and did that, and you know what I mean? And then you hear the screaming, but then people who live in that area said on their video, that's a cougar. It's like, you know, I said in various other videos, it's like over here, and we have foxes. If either a fox communicating or shagging, it does sound like someone's being murdered. And that's a fox. You know what I mean? They're really, yeah, that's quite, well, I'll say small, but they are about the size of a small dog, but you know what I mean? It's like, they actually sound like, it sounds like, you know, when as you grow up and your parents tell you about it, you don't get scared by it, you know what I mean? But when you first hear it and you don't know it's a fox, you're like, what the fuck? Someone's been stabbed or killed in my garden. It's not, it's a fox. Must admit, I don't hear them much anymore these days. A bit worrying. But yeah, it was a cougar. And there's another one, which so it looked a bit too cliche, it looked too, you know what I mean? Anyone could easily set up. And there was another one, and plus the nonsense with the Ouija board and stuff like that. And but there's also one where they're doing a Ouija board by the lake, and this Grudge Bitch comes out of the water. It's too good to be true. You know what I mean? It's, yeah. But there's been several debunked videos. There's one where he's staying in this hotel, whatever it was, and then the lights will be flickering on and off, and he's like, oh. And apparently Tanner wasn't in the same room. Yeah, if you look in the mirror, where the door's open ajar, you can see his reflection, so basically stabbed by a light switch. So it's annoying. I mean, I do love them, don't get me wrong, I love them and they are entertaining, but legitimacy.
A family who wishes to remain anonymous contacted Casey about their allegedly haunted house. In the building, there was a married couple and one daughter who was brought up in the Catholic spirit.
I think the reason why Mr. Gray, is it Mr. Gray? I can't remember now, so forgive me if I get this wrong, but the reason why he went after them, I think it was Mindseed, Gosh and Twins. The reason why he went after them, in the sense, wasn't just to debunk them, but it's the fact that you got people like this video here, like I said, they got contacted by a family. That's a bit of a sensitive area, isn't it? Because it's like, as a family that's seriously concerned, etc. And if you're fraudsters, you're exploiting that, if that makes sense. I'm not saying they are, but that's why it's a bit of a, bit of an area, in a grey area. But, you know what I mean? And I think that's why he goes after him, because he's like, he didn't mind ghost food. I think he takes an extra gripe with that, you know what I mean? Because it's, well, that's not fair, is it? Because it's like mediums, it's like who build up false hope and stuff like that. And, You shouldn't take hope away from people, but there's a difference between. The thing is, it's, even though a lot of mediums are con men, it's kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but the problem is, as far as they're concerned, you're genuine, so they contact you to investigate. You know what I mean? And it seems a bit something wrong about that. Anyway.
But one day, everything changed. After she turned 15, she stopped going to church and started getting into some pretty dark stuff. Her mother began to find books in her room that were scary, to say the least, because they depicted witchcraft or...
What, Harry Potter? That's usually the one in America. Oh, Harry Potter gets people... I mean, I don't like J.K. Rowling anyway, but it just still makes you laugh, though, that even something as innocent as Harry Potter is seen as satanic in some places in America. All I can say, right, and I don't mean to bring this up, but people are worried about trying to protect the children, right? Especially when it comes to trans kids and all that sort of stuff, and we're taking away your what's it to protect you. If you want to see something really messed up and something really, really scary, you might be able to find a documentary on YouTube. But look up Jesus Camp. It is sickening, to say the least. It's like you would rather have a school that's LGBT than that, I tell you, because Jesus Camp is scary. They teach kids you can't enjoy Christmas, you can't enjoy Halloween, you can't enjoy Harry Potter. They all see it as demonic and shit. It's just, it's scary. And the kids are crying because they've done something bad. Got all like a human chain holding each other, like with a hand on this kid's head, all crying like, "Oh, you sinned, we must cleanse you." It makes me feel sick talking about it. But yeah, go watch it. That is fucked up. You want to protect your kids? Keep them away from Jesus Camp. I tell you, it's really messed up. Send them to the Satanic Temple. They're a lot more friendly and harmless. You know what I mean?
Satanic rituals. Both parents tried to throw away the books and drag the girl to church, but it was all pointless. It got even more spooky when a woman woke up one night after hearing humming coming from her daughter's room. Upon entering, he saw a girl surrounded by candles performing a ritual. After this event, the girl began to behave strangely and died soon after. Since then, at home, the couple experiences a sinister force that is definitely not her daughter, but something else, darker and more dangerous. After hearing this, the team of Casey, Colton, and Omar went there to find out if the story was true.
The other thing as well, unless we see the family videos, a lot of these places they go to, they tell you a story, and it's like, is it true though? Because we don't have their word, you know. Regardless of the motives of twins and all that sort of thing, with Twin Paranormal, when they did that series where they went out and helped families, you actually heard the family story, and also they interviewed the family. I mean, it wasn't just like, oh, we're going to this house, and it's this, and it's this, and it's that, and this family, and it. I mean, it's like, so is it really? You know, we only have people's word for it.
But the experience that night will stay in their memory for a long time.
Still not jumping out of the skin, though. Come on.
A lot of viewers have requested us to do this as well. First time giving it a shot. Have you ever done this?
I don't know. I think there's bad juju behind that. Kind of invites things.
You're supposed to...
Oh dear. I'm not saying it works anyway, but the whole idea of... is when... The thing is, because they try praying and shit like that. Oh no, oh my gosh, he's a bit of he believes in prayer and shit like that. You know, no disrespect religion stuff, but in most or any cultures going way, way back, and in fact, even I don't hold me to it, but even Judaism, any religion that uses incense and burning and things like that, and herbs, etc. use sage. Sage is a traditional. Yeah, I've got a kit down here. I've got my own cleanser kit down here. In case I want to like cleanse a place. But it's always been known to, you know what I mean? And I suppose there's some aromatherapy stuff to it as well. But it's always been good, isn't it? But that's the thing, see, anything that's not Christian is seen as bad juju. It's like, whatever, mate.
Well, you're supposed to light it, and apparently, like, you drag it around the openings, the doorways, like, and it's supposed to prevent things from passing into
you go
that
from
building,
room
and
to
also make things that are here one.
You're meant to go from room to room, and you can say stuff and things like that. But I think, to be fair, plants and herbs and things like that have always had a power, of being seen traditionally as to have a power of being medicinal, spiritual, whatever. I think just walk around the house with it burning would do it.
To leave outside of that point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It creates a barrier
All right, well,
of sorts.
yeah, let's
That's
give it a
what I
shot.
hear.
Let's see what happens.
Can't hurt.
I'm not saying what they're saying is wrong, but you can.
Not even. No. You guys can have your back towards that.
Literally, the second that I went to light the lighter and light the tip of the sage,
It was like click, slam, crash, bam.
Bam!
yeah,
I do love them, don't get me wrong, I do love
Not
them, but
even. No.
Oh,
You
legit,
guys can have
I mean.
your back towards that.
If I was there alone, I would have jumped out a window.
let's
That's
give it a
what I
shot.
hear.
Let's see what happens.
Can't hurt.
Yeah,
Not even. No. You guys can have your fucking back towards that.
what the f was that, bro?
Obviously, that kind of activity is a definite sign of aggression. Like that.
Where'd that come from?
It sounded like he was from down this way. Okay, I think so.
And even Omar noticed when we walked in the kitchen, he said that he felt this drastic drop in temperature.
What's up?
Bro, it's like 10 degrees colder right here.
Oh yeah, it is. It's ice cold, guys.
I go into the kitchen and I'm immediately met with this cold. I mean, it was 20, 30 degrees colder than it was maybe just a few feet away.
There's somebody in here. If so, we're calling. I don't see anything.
There's glass on the floor. There's books scattered all over the place.
Oh my god.
nice kitchen.
They're everywhere. So far, this is the craziest thing I have experienced in many years.
When the three of them sit quietly and are about to perform the ritual, someone is clearly not happy about it. There is a sudden sound of breaking glass in the kitchen, and when the crew checks the room, they find glass and books on the floor. After what they saw, they decide to spice up the atmosphere even more. They leave Omar blindfolded, and the two of them go upstairs and ask questions. What happens to them is even more creepy.
Whatever is in this house, can you please use the device downstairs to tell us something?
Heartbroken.
Anything that you would like to say? Any message that you would like to relay? You could also use the device in front of us. We have a yes-no prism. If you light up the green side, that'll mean...
Oh, 40... Oh, hang on. 40 minutes. Come on. This is pretty tame stuff so far. No disrespect to 3X, but this is pretty tame at the moment. This is not going to make me jump out my skin.
mean yes. If you light up the red side, that'll mean no.
Stabbed.
The
Hear
words
him
that
growl.
Omar was saying
Or
that he
shadow
was hearing
bastard.
from the spirit box, they started to get a little bit disturbing.
Stabbed in the heart.
I start hearing all these different sounds. Some of them make sense, some of them don't. I don't even know what they're asking on the other side.
Do you know about the young lady that used to live in this house?
He's upstairs.
Is whatever's residing in this house evil? What the f was that, bro? That sounded like a straight door slammed.
Thing is, with the twins at least, not all the spirits they encounter are bad. Whereas Mind Seed and various other things like it, they always seem to... Unless, of course, that's the intention of the place they go to, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's too much like Ghost Adventures. Don't get me started on Ghost Adventures. Ghost Adventures are so bogus. I mean, there are rumours that, you know, at the beginning they started off being honest, but the problem is to get ratings and stuff. That's the danger, because like was it Twin Paranormal want to be going on to Netflix, stuff like that. There's a danger to that because the TV company or the hand that feeds you would literally be like, look, if we're not getting enough action, we may need to fake stuff. I mean, and that's the way that allegedly what happened with Ghost Adventures. But they always seem a bit funny because everywhere they go is a gate of hell and all sort of shit. Could be some poor innocent like spirit, down to earth soul who's just trying to take a dump in his toilet, you know, in his bathroom, and like, get rid of it. It's like, oh my god, there's that crazy American again, you know what I mean? Okay. That better be the sound. Look at that. It wasn't what's happening. It was the sound effect that, like something from War of the Worlds. That better be part of the footage, the soundtrack.
Hey, we gotta get him, bro.
Suddenly, Casey and Colton hear a loud bang, and as they enter the hallway, all the doors slam shut, scaring them enough to run downstairs to Omar, who, after hearing what he missed, goes upstairs with the boys to check the situation. All the doors were locked except for one that led to the attic. Omar decides to go there alone, which was a terrible decision.
Balls are still. To be fair though, these people have still got balls of steel. Because even if you're going as a skeptic, thing is, don't matter if you're a skeptic or not. I've seen people who say they're skeptic, but have still felt a bit uneasy in these old buildings and shit like that. And you know what I mean. And there's also that, like I said, never poke the universe, never tempt the universe because it will shit on you, or just do something just because it can, you know. And it's like you never know. Because part of them is like, if they, let's just say they were frauds, right? It's like what's a film? There's a film on I can't remember if it's Netflix or Amazon, where there's investigators a charlatan, but then they encounter a real paranormal thing, and it messes them up. It's like, you know what I mean? It could, you know, one of these days it could be like you cry wolf too many times, and then you get hit by the real deal.
Bro, it's cold up here. Alright, this is kind of creepy. Oh, there's like black stuff on the chimney. Almost looks like blood, but maybe I'm just over-exaggerating. Bruh, there's like a freaking shrine over there. That's kind of weird.
Creepy photos.
I see what looked like a shrine of children and like animals, and it was quite strange at first.
But they got family, so is it a family house though? Because they do it on the fridge and stuff, don't
yeah,
they?
there's just a bunch of pictures of like kids. Pretty interesting. Hey, dude, how you doing? What the? What's that?
Oh, fuck me!
What's that? This chair dead in
Look at
front of
that.
me starts charging right towards me. That was my cue to get the out. What's that?
He came flying down the stairs, and when I tell you, me and him locked eyes for a second.
The thing is, we again though, we still got to appreciate if they are faking it and whatnot. I think at the end of the day, we still got to appreciate the fact that one, it's entertaining, and two, they're really good actors. You know what I mean? To act really convincingly scared, that's still impressive in a way, isn't it? It's like what you're doing on YouTube. It could be on TV or film. You know what I mean?
All I saw in his face was pure terror.
Casey and I have been on enough investigations together. When I saw his face, my first instinct was turn around and run.
I looked at Colton and it was like, let's fucking go.
And as soon as I start running, I realized I forgot my fucking cell phone.
While examining the attic, we can hear a terrifying groan above Omar. That makes him uneasy. A moment later, the chair in front of Omar is jerked violently and rushes towards him. After all, Omar runs downstairs where the other two don't even talk but run as fast as possible from inside. So, folks, are we really saw something paranormal or not? Did they manage to confirm during their nightly investigation that there is an evil poltergeist presence in this house? Or maybe all phenomena are just a well-prepared hoax? Think it over carefully and choose wisely.
Number 7. I think also the thing is, like, because Twin Paranormal said themselves, is we have to be... It is swings and roundabouts when it comes to satisfying people's curiosity, etc. Because the problem is, it's like, they have stated they've done loads of videos, they go out and film content, and I think that's why they probably do these days now. They do, because to be fair, if you're going to go somewhere haunted, you want to pick a good location, don't you? Because they did say in the past, during their early years, there'll be somewhere they get their activity and stuff like that, and it gets to a point where it's like, do I really want to upload a video where people just sit? The problem is, because it is a bit of a crux, and there's a crux to the problem, and that is, whilst it's good to be, I mean, the investigation I did was on honest investigation, didn't fake anything like that. I may do one at some point in the future, who knows? But the crux of the matter is, it's like, if you go with honesty, you could end up putting up videos where, I mean, I want to be honest anyway, but then again, like I said, depends when I can get a chance to do them, so there'd be rare one-offs anyway. But I mean, but if you're doing it regularly, it's that problem of, if you want to go on honest videos, there'd be on your channel X amount of videos which are disappointing. The thing that annoys me about Twin Paranormal and Mindseed and all that, they have clickbait titles. Oh, we almost died in this house, or Shadow Bastard, or Skinwalker, or Demon, and you go and you sit through these videos for like 53 minutes, and it's nothing. You know what I mean? And it's just like, that really grates at me. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, you could have all these videos that nothing happen, which people get fed up because they'll be like, oh, what's the point coming back to this channel? They don't catch nothing. Or you then put in just the ones where you've had results, and the problem with that, because each video always has results, it looks a bit fishy as well. You know what I mean? So it's a bit of swings and roundabouts. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Ricky from the channel Ricky Velasquez once again goes to a haunted place. This time it was an abandoned church, which he had already visited a few times. After getting there, as usual, Ricky launched a live broadcast during which viewers in the chat noticed something that he was not able to.
Oh, fuck off. Ooh, Shadow Bastard.
When Ricky is looking for something and leaves the camera, it records something interesting. In the entrance of the floor below, something small moves quickly from right to left. Is it a real ghost or just a small child? Decide, folks.
Number
Ryan
6.
River and Wyatt from the popular YouTube channel Twin Paranormal decided to go to the Holbrook Hotel. Or just a small child. Decide, folks. Ryan River and Wyatt from the popular...
See, look. This is what pisses me off. I still watch their videos. I love their channel and I love Twin Paranormal. But this is what I mean. Look. Scariest night of our lives. Pff. The night we almost died in the witch's castle. Pff. Demon caught on camera. The Sally house. No demons were caught. the night a demon trapped us, and none of that happened. It's just... And see, look, hour and 2 minutes. Got to sit through hour and 2 minutes, and it's like, ugh, you know what I mean?
YouTube channel Twin Paranormal decided to go to the Holbrook Hotel. The building is at the forefront of haunted hotels. In addition, over the years, the building has been visited by many famous people.
See, rather than clickbait titles, I would have put, did we catch demon? You know what I mean? Or did we catch something? You know what I mean? Rather than demon, it's like, and not having that.
And some of them later stated that they experienced something unexplained. However, the most famous story related to the hotel happened in 1927. A man named John Martin, known as the Suicide Gambler, locked himself in his room, wrote a farewell letter, went to the bathroom where he slit his own throat. People staying at the hotel over the years have complained about objects, apparently, that move all around this hotel. Whether it's chairs, wine glasses, the lights will go and flicker. They all hear kinds of noises. They've heard children jumping up and down on the beds, or a ghost which can sometimes be seen. After hearing this, all the crew went there. When they entered the room where John committed suicide, the activity literally shot up.
Now I set this flashlight here, torch, whatever you see it as and know it as. I would just like if you can please sit down and turn that on to show us that you are here. Now you can go ahead and take your time, because I don't know if you can produce enough energy to do so. But if you can, please turn that on.
See, that's good.
Oh my God, that was perfect. That couldn't have been any better. Is this John? Bro, my heart. Did that just flicker? It did. John. Bro, my heart just went like adrenaline hella hard. Super hard, bro.
The whole time you were explaining it, it didn't flicker?
No,
Not
it
once.
didn't do shit. If this is John, if we are speaking to John, can you please turn that on? We just want to know if we are speaking to the man who had ended his own life in this bathroom. That's another heart. Is this John or not? Is this somebody else? Instant. We don't know though. That's a little close. That was very close. It's close. It might be somebody else though. It could be. John, turn it off. John, turn it off. No, that was good, bro. Guys, we are legit talking to the man who, unfortunately, killed himself. Nobody knows. No. But the stories do say that he had. Did you just hear that? What did you just hear? Ew. Dude, you did not, because I did. Oh my God. Dude, we just heard a groan in the bathroom. Like somebody gasping for their life. Dude, he is trying to tell us. Fast flicker. Hmm? Okay, so. Oh, dude, he is trying to tell us.
I just thought of if your shit's cut and you try to talk, like
you can't talk.
It's not
no, what do you make?
It's not gonna come out.
Yeah, bro, this is going. Heartbeat, breathing. Our device, heartbeat, breathing. Did we just hear you groan? What the f***? You heard it? Go close, please. What the f*** is it? You listen out there. Because we could try and debunk this right now. Go quietly open this. I don't hear anything out there. You guys want to know something odd? This is 100% legit. There's not one TV here in anybody's room.
Yeah, right, so we can't blame it on...
We can't blame it on TV, dude. Object that detects your movement, and it lights up green or red. Either you can show us what side you're on, or you can also use it as a yes or a no.
Wait, what was that?
Here, come here. Look at my back. Look at my back. Look at my back. Something just touched. Did this to me. Oh, I might have caught it on that camera, bro. Somebody just touched my back. 100%. No lie.
Okay, I heard a noise. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I've got that app.
The activity for the next few minutes.
They're using a new app now called Necrometer, which has got both the Necronomicon. Oh God, what's it called? Oh, for fuck's sake! Necrophonic. Yeah, so this new one that they've got, which I've got. And it's fucking freaky, I tell you. And it comes out with some answers that are not predictable. You know what I mean? I got chicken the other night because it said turn on speaker or turn on to the other setting. I was like, okay. And I thought it said something like, you are boring. I had chicken skin, I tell you. But yeah, they brought a new app out. It's really good. I've got as well. It's got Spirit Talker on one setting and the ghost box the other. It's really good.
Literally shoots up. First, Ryan asked the ghost to turn on the flashlight, which he immediately did. Then he communicates with them, and around the crew hears inexplicable noises. Then, some unknown force tugged at Ryan's shirt, but that was only the beginning of the night's investigation.
It's weird. It's getting weird.
It is getting really weird.
He could be worried
Oh,
about
battery
his
dead.
mom. Battery dead?
Battery dead.
Oh shit.
Literally, yeah.
This has to be John. It's gotta be. Or somebody who knows what happened to John. Somebody who's maybe protective over John.
Or someone...
Like his mom.
Or they say that John maybe was provoked to do this.
No.
Something.
Shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe a spirit? An evil spirit?
The spirit that he was worried about. That he was worried over.
Could have been a different kind of spirit.
Are we coming close to things? Some information?
An interesting situation happened while asking questions. In the next room, a pillow was pulled violently. The crew then continued until they managed to record this.
I mean, it's good stuff so far, but come on, we're halfway through. Let's get a Santa jump out of skins.
Damn. Is this John? Can you give us a confirmation, please? The only way to use this object here is if you're close. So either you're here, but this object, if you come close, obviously just like that, to that antenna, that metal rod, that lets us know that you're here, just like what you've been doing.
Whoa, 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 look! That's not all the way.
No. I swear I heard that one too. The door up again?
Oh, maybe that's what I heard. I heard a tick, just like that.
The dark anomaly hides behind the sofa right next to them. Could it have been some manifestation of the spirit, or was it just a reflection of the shadow? As always, folks, you decide. So, what do you think about it? Did the Twin Paranormal team record the poltergeist activity in the haunted hotel, as well as the attempt to contact the group? Or maybe everything we saw can be explained rationally? The final decision is yours. Also, if you want to watch the full episode of this investigation and other spooky content, visit their YouTube channel, Twin Paranormal.
I will react to them again. Like I said, I do love the Twin Paranormal, but I just hate the fucking titles, in French. Don't put titles like that if you're not going to have that content, you know what I mean? I'd put, put in the title, we were scared, or that night we were scared, but don't put stuff in like, oh, we saw this, or we saw that, when you didn't, you know what I mean? I would never do that in my titles if I was to start my own trend of doing ghost investigations. You know, I wouldn't fake it, if that makes sense. Not fake it, but I wouldn't use clickbait titles. Number 5.
This next recording comes from the well-known Fourth Wall channel, where the security services of a certain cemetery in Japan in 2015 sent the crew a mysterious video. After watching the recording from the CCTV camera, the team published the clip on YouTube.
Japan, come on. The Grudge. Can I just say also, what annoys me is the thumbnail for this video is pretty fucked up, and I don't want to. I had to skip past a little bit. Just like I was saying, so when I uploaded the window here, you wouldn't have seen it. But yeah, I was like, I'm not seeing what's in that thumbnail. I want to see what's in that thumbnail, anyway, because some of them, like the Japanese ones, The Grudge. Oh man.
At one point, a dark silhouette forms by one of the graves, then moves for several feet and disappears. Is it a real shadow figure recorded on a CCTV camera in a scary cemetery, or is the explanation much simpler? Decide.
Number 4.
Alberto from the popular YouTube channel Alberto Del Arco and his team this time went to an abandoned church, which is supposedly guarded by shadowy figures. The building is located west of Bogota, Colombia. Alberto and his team went inside to thoroughly explore the area. While searching, he managed to discover an interesting find, and then this happened.
¡Qué loco, güey!
¿No dice el año?
Espera. Creo que esto va aquí. Sí, esto va aquí. A ver. Esto no tiene nada. Aquí hay más. Que se rompe tanto. ¡No manches! Ok, uno que es aquí y otro de una vuelta para allá, uno que armamos esto. Está muy fuerte. A ver, déjame ver si puedo armar. Esto necesita un poquito de luz. ¿Todo bien, Guaya?
Sí, no se ve nada.
Más luz, por favor.
Oh, no manches.
¿Qué,
güey? Acabo de ver a alguien arriba.
¿Dónde arriba? ¿Allá?
Arriba, sí.
¿En el coro?
Sí.
¿Cómo se llega ahí, güey?
No mames, güey. Pareciera que hay alguien, güey. Creo que lo tengo aquí.
A ver, hola, buenas noches.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Hay alguien ahí? Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Buenas noches. ¿Hay alguien? ¿Lo tienes?
Sí, güey, sí. ¿Oíste?
Sí. Me empezó a doler la cabeza, güey.
Güey, y mi batería se bajó.
¿Cómo crees?
Sí, güey, estaba en 50 y se bajó hasta 19.
No manches, qué loco.
As Alberto examines the letter, there is a loud bang behind them. And then on the balcony above, Tony saw something interesting. On the right, you can see a shadow figure who, after being spotted, hides and disappears. Have they managed to capture the apparition in this godforsaken place, or is it just a hoax? You are the judges, folks. You decide. Also, if you want to watch the full episode and many more, visit his YouTube channel, Alberto Del Arco.
Number 3. Come on.
The next video comes from a small group of ghost hunters who haven't posted anything for over a year due to the group's disbandment. But in the recording from 3 years ago, they managed to capture something creepy. The team went to a place quite often visited by other ghost hunters, to a desolate hacienda in the middle of nowhere. In addition, in a rather dangerous and hard-to-reach place. And they went there because one of them heard a story about a ghost of a crying girl supposedly haunting the place. To add realism, the team from the Elrin Con del Miedo channel decided to launch live broadcasts. Therefore, the recording may be of slightly lower quality. The team, after arriving at the place, wasted no time and immediately went inside where their camera captured this.
Mm.
Sí, está muy padre. Pero sí se siente feo.
Pero lo que nos decían es que nadie aguanta estar acá, nadie.
A ver, vamos a ir un poquito más en silencio a la parte de arriba para mostrarla. Vayan, chicas.
Vénganse, vamos para allá, pásenle.
Claro.
Vamos para arriba, ahí está la escalera.
Oh, so I can. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, God, goosebumps. La Llorona. Oh, look at that. Look, I don't even see it. Oh, yeah, look, you can see it, look. Yeah, God, gone full on turkey.
Sí.
Let's watch that again because I'm sick.
Para allá, pásenle.
Claro.
Vamos para arriba, ahí está la escalera. Sí.
Look at long black hair. Tommy.
While walking through the rooms, we can notice something disturbing. When the team is passing the rooms in the corridor, we can see the motionless figure of a woman, which none of the people even noticed. Then, after a dozen or so minutes spent inside, the team went outside where they managed to record this.
A mí me gustaría que nos volteáramos de espaldas a la casa para que Memo, si es que ve algo, nos avise.
A ver.
Por si es que tenemos que apartarnos.
Oh, is that top window? Yeah. Oh.
¿Qué arriba qué?
Oh, God.
No mames. Aguanten, esperen. Recuerden lo que dijeron.
Oh, God.
¿Qué ven? Yo vi que algo pasó.
No, put your torches back up there, mate. Up there.
¿Vamos para arriba? Vamos.
Tranquilos.
When the team is outside, they manage to record a figure that hides imperceptibly behind the pillar, which, after a few seconds, appears to everyone. Was it really the real ghost of the crying woman that haunts this place?
La Llorona.
Or maybe the answer to this question is much different. As always, folks, you decide. World Paranormal is quite an interesting channel.
Could be fake, but still, it's freaky.
That publishes short recordings from a supposedly haunted house. It all started with a mysterious and cursed doll that was in the...
Yeah, see that doll with the red head there? That style, buying of a white dress, that's what the Annabelle for fuck's sake, Annabelle doll kind of looks like. Oh yeah, or even that same, yeah, that big doll as well, that sort of face, that basic, what do you call it, basic material design.
Building. Since then, the family can't rest. They experience a rather irritating poltergeist activity every day that becomes more and more visible.
Bro, our fridge just opened. motherfucker trying to waste electricity.
Cool, stay that. Could tidy up a bit. It's all disjointed.
Especially we'll get some because
you might be able to fit more in it.
Every time something happens, I can barely ever catch it.
Let's stay that sink as well. Jesus.
I swear I just seen something move over there. Don't mind you, we gotta clean. I got a daughter, so she's a little reckless, and I gotta wash some cups.
Yeah, that looks like a week's shopping and not week's thingy, though, isn't it? No joking, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Plus, if you've got poltergeist, that's more ammunition.
I just saw that out the corner of my eye. I wish I would have got that. Can you make it move again? No? Okay.
I'm not performing monkey. Oh, there you go.
Bro, stop playing with me. Hello?
Is it
Hello?
me you're looking for?
Can you do it again? Oh, man. Bro, you just spilt water all over my floor, dude.
It's not cool. Not cool,
Are
dude.
you serious?
Your poltergeist is a
Moving
messy
objects
bastard.
and opening doors are the order of the day. A few days later, he decided to record the doll cabinet, and what he managed to catch is spooky as hell.
So, here we are again. That little bottle of candy you see right there either jumped or slid or rattled, but I heard the candy shake for sure. That definitely wasn't quiet about that. So we're gonna see what we can get. Can you make it move again? If there's anything here, can you make it move again? Well, in the meantime, here's our new beautiful cabinet we got for the haunted dolls. We got it for like $30. I had to clean it.
Oh, come on. And you wonder why stuff's happening in your house. Haunted dolls, man. I've got haunted dolls. And just, you know, to be fair, with haunted dolls, even if nothing happens, and so far nothing's happened, they are technically still antiques. They're still worth something in the long run, if that makes sense, you know? But, yeah. Activity and supposed to be positive ones as well. Because, you know, in the name of science, like I said, don't poke the universe. I don't want to poke, you know, cause shit. I mean, because there's a few read-ups, like, I was like, oh, playful spirit affects your Wi-Fi. I'm like, I don't want to affect my Wi-Fi. I'm on my Xbox, you know?
Super dusty. And then it turns out that the dolls won't even fit in it. Which sucks because it is such a beautiful cabinet. And then it turns out that the dolls won't even fit in it. Which sucks because it is such a beautiful cabinet.
Still don't see it.
There's a lot of space down here, but you know, I'm not doing that. I don't want to shelter them away.
Is that meant to be someone stood behind him? I can't see fuck all, so that's your French.
But yeah.
In the reflection, we can see a dark being standing right behind the man.
I can't see fuck all,
So,
mate.
folks, is the paranormal activity in this house due to a malicious poltergeist making their lives miserable? And also, what he really captured in that reflection, a real ghost or maybe a person? Is it a real
now
legit haunting or maybe
Now I see it,
just
now they
internet
harnessed it.
hoax?
Fucking hell.
Let me know in the comments below.
Number 1. Come on.
Dref from Dref David TV is an Indonesian ghost hunter whom I have featured in the past. This time he went on a long journey to Dubai, Ghost Town. A number of people have reported seeing shadow figures, hearing voices, and even being touched by something unknown. Many people have claimed to see ghosts there, and even one movie director who visited the place experienced a lot of horrific things and vowed to never visit the place again. After hearing this, all the team went there to investigate the whole situation.
Ano nga kita?
Skeleton.
Tapos? Sige nga. Uy. May tao. Ano yung kanina lumabas? Dito yung nakasilip, di ba? Sa may gilid nakasilip dito eh. Ito. Oo nga. Parang sumilip.
Nawala, oh. Yung ano yung... Sige dito. Sakay dito. Sakay lang muna tayo magka. Naka-record ka? Masok. Dito na. Record na. Uy. Ano? Tangkad. Tangkad siya? Hello? Wala. Ay, may po.
Wala oh.
Anybody here?
Ayun oh.
Ayun oh. Sumilip. Anybody here?
Ayun na.
Can you show yourself?
Sa loob? Papasokin niyo yan?
May mo, Mas Ben. Wala. Anybody here?
Come on.
Wala. Maraming gamit dito.
Are you here?
Oh, ayun oh. Nandun siya. Can you show yourself again? Dito sa may pinto.
Emet mo. Try mo. Kung babago temperature.
Just before they're about to enter the building, the SLS camera picks up strange signals. We can see...
Come on, this is number one. Come on, step it up, man. Come on. Let's hope this investigation ends up with something freaky, you know what I mean?
See the silhouette in the entrance, as well as later inside. Later, Dref decides to conduct an experiment.
Yana! Wara! No! Uy!
What are we looking at?
When Dref is sitting alone in the building blindfolded, something suddenly touches him. Without hesitation, he escapes from the building where the camera is recording something interesting. When no one is inside, we see a mysterious shadow quickly passing through the room. Was it something paranormal? Could this building really be called haunted? Or was everything we saw easy to explain and disprove? It's up to you, folks. You decide.
Well then. I won't go too much into reaction channels, but that's the other thing as well that annoys you with reaction channels. Oh, top 10 ghost videos that are guaranteed to make you shit your pants or something like that. And don't get it wrong, it's still a good video. You know, I've got chicken and a few bits, but make you jump out of skin? Nah, not really. And that's because you're really that sensitive of it. I mean, but nah. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. And did you get the chicken, especially the La Llorona? I mean, like, some of these are fake, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's still entertaining and still spooky. So, thanks for taking the time to watch through it with me. Sorry it wasn't a jump scare, one, because, but again, it's like this. There'd be no point me reacting to it if I've already seen it, So I'm watching it fresh at long view. So, yeah, give me chicken here and there and whatever, but I wouldn't say jump scare. Ones we sat, you've been sat, if you're not new to the channel, but if you're regular to this channel, then, we've both sat here together, we've seen freaky shit, but yeah, anyway, all the same, thanks for taking the time to watch this with me. If you did like it, then hit the like. Also let me know, did you get the chicken? And and I shall see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.